What's up, guys? It's Matt here, back with my good friend Flo and another episode of Mario Kart Tour. Here we go with another tour reaction, and we've got the Sunshine Tour. So welcome, Flo. How you doing, man? It's so good to have you back. I think it's been a few weeks since we last had you for a tour reaction. So I hear you had a good fun time going for top 100 last tour. How are you doing?
Yeah, thanks. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm finally back. It feels like quite a while. It actually has been just 6 weeks, so I missed 2 of the tour reactions due to some other stuff that was ongoing. But yeah, glad to be back. Glad to discuss with you the Sunshine Tour.
Yeah. So lots to look forward to. Let's go ahead and react and see what it's all about. As you guys should know by now, if you've been following the channel for a while, we love to break down the new tour, see what's new, and especially focus around the buffs. And we might have some special information. So we just did a video on the value of buffs and how difficult courses might be to cover. Is it actually good to get buffed on a new course? Is it good to be buffed on an old course? So if you haven't seen that video, I'll make sure to link it in the description down below, and you'll see it in the end card at the end of this video. So go ahead and watch that video once you've watched our tour reaction today. But Flo, you might be able to share some insight as we go through the buffs around course coverage and how difficult some of these newer courses and older courses are to cover. So we love your insights. We love looking at the data. So let's dive in. Excited?
Yeah, absolutely.
How'd you do in ranked? I'm about to find out how I did on the main account.
I didn't check actually, but I think I should got first because it was a surprisingly easy rank week.
Okay.
The first one was quite difficult. I even had to level up Nabbit just to get the bonus of an equally leveled Toad Astronaut. But
I'm sure you won't regret having a leveled up Lucky 7 me.
No, not at all. Not at all. He also got me. Oh, this was actually one of my best runs in my top.
Oh, nice.
Double Lucky 7 coin and 2 singles. Unfortunately, the coin was not finished since I couldn't stall in the end because there were some bots attacking my first place. But it's a really good run.
Oh, great, man. Well, I hope your top 100 placement ends well. So looking forward to seeing that over on Discord. If you're not, join us on Discord. Links down in the description. Make sure to hit like, guys, and hit subscribe as well. Thanks for your support on the channel. And here we go. I got second place. And so we got a copy of Wiggler. That was the main thing I really wanted to make sure I got this week, is that second copy of Wiggler and the Wiggly Egg. Probably not going to level up this cart, but yeah, I wanted to make sure I did get that level up for free. And yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get first place yet again. It seems really difficult for me to get first place in tier 99. I seem to always get second. Let's see what's in the gold pipe. I did get first on the free-to-play account. Okay, white snow skimmer, not really any use, but that's cool. Yeah. We got some cart tickets. Happy to have those cart caps. There we go. Yeah, I didn't really have quite the loadouts to grind for first. I could have definitely scored higher on pretty much all of these courses, but yeah, it just I wasn't going to be able to get first place, so it wasn't really worth it. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at everything coming new this tour. So we've got an event just for the summer is here, introducing the summertime celebration. We've got lots of snow on the mountains here. I'm actually just wearing a t-shirt right now. I don't know what I'm doing, but it is not summertime here in the southern hemisphere, but good for you guys over there in the northern hemisphere. I'm only slightly jealous. Let's have a look. So we've got I like these celebrations. I do have to say, like, this reminds me of maybe a year or two ago. We used to get celebration after celebration, which was really cool because we got a lot of great things, a lot of extra rewards, and it was just fun. And it helped to kind of bring the continuity between tours as well. So we've got 3 tours in a row. That's really cool. Summer Challenge is one with Funky Kong. Not so cool, but yeah, it's free, so you can't really complain. And then we've got placing high in the Sunshine Tour ranking can earn you Yellow Yoshi and the Yellow Turbo Yoshi cart for the first half of the tour. Okay, so he's going to be a bit rare. This is the perfect, if they make my ranked hard, then that's a perfect scenario where I end up missing out on a super, which is really annoying, mostly just to have a complete inventory for the supers. I've still not got I think one of the Koopa free runnings I still don't have. I think it's one of those. It might be a Toad picker. Anyway, and then second half of the tour, we've got Gold, Koopa, free running, and the Coconut 1. Okay. that's cool for those who haven't got the coconut one. It was commemorative, and I think this is the first time we've been able to obtain it for free. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's been in the Spotlight shop.
Available in the Spotlight shop.
Yeah, but I mean that's barely free, right? 100 rubies is barely free. Like that's, you may as well be using them for something else. Okay, and we've got the Spotlight shop has got Daisy Sailor and the Tropical Balloons. Cool. Tropical Balloons is quite a nice glider, and we've got Flowery Bandwagon, quite a good cart as well. They're on discount. Yeah, I'm going to skip through this. The Waluigi Me racing suit is on sale. So this is this a new one? Or no, this is already an existing one, right? I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an existing one.
Yeah, cool.
The one in the ring.
I can never, there's too many. It's like 38 Miis or even more now, isn't there? Premium Challenges Plus, that's fine. Okay, we've already covered that, so I don't know why they're showing us twice. We've got the Daisy Cup and the Toadette Cup. And we've got this new gold driver. Okay, so it's the steel driver, but in a gold version, and the gold cheap snorkel. Not really that interesting. Oh, we do have Toadette Sailor on the badge. Do you remember in the original Ocean Tour who was on the badge flow? Was it Daisy Sailor? Cool.
Daisy Sailor.
Okay, it's good to see these new badges. Last tour we had Pauline Cowgirl, which is really cool, a original badge and a one of one badge. So this is cool for the ACR players. We love to see that. Okay, and then let's move on. So we've got Daisy Sailor there. We're not going to look at her. We've got the blue sub scooter. Okay, I was wondering what it would be called because it's obviously like a submarine. The sub scooter. So it's like, okay, is it a scooter or is it a submarine? Yes, it's both. Okay, so we got. It's funny when a brand new kart comes out and it's not the scooter, it's not the sub, it's the blue sub scooter. It's already a long name, and so it's like then you get new versions of it, and it's like I don't know, something even longer. Mini Turbo Plus. Let's take a look, and we'll see some of the courses that are coming this tour. Get a sense or a flavour of what the starting coverage looks like. Of course, for those who are new in the game, starting coverage is not everything. It only gives you a clue of what things might look like for the item as it goes forward, and it doesn't give us a full view of the value. Items tend to start peaking around their third, fourth, fifth tour, really start to show whether they're going to be great or not, but at least we can get a sense of the starting coverage, whether it's worth a gamble if it gives you some courses by going in on it. So looking here, we've got some Sydney Sprint, we've got Daisy Cruiser, we've got Cheap Island RTs, that's an older course there. Daisy Circuit's back, of course, we see some of that. Lakeside Park is good to see there. Koopa Trooper Beach 2 RT. Flo, tell me, is this a new RT variant? I think it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Koopa Trooper Beach 2 RT.
Yeah, 2 RT is the new one. The Koopa Trooper Beach RT would be an old one.
Yes.
Pretty old one. Yeah, Koopa Beach 2 RT is new, along with Daisy Cruiser RT. Those are the two new RT tracks for this tour. And then, of course, we have Lakeside Park. Yeah, the whole set.
Wait, so was Koopa Trooper Beach 2 already in the game, or is the full set of tracks new?
No. Koopa Trooper Beach 2 has been in the game.
Yeah.
We just haven't seen it for
Do you know,
over years.
It's been so long, I don't even remember that there was 2 versions of Koopa Trooper Beach. It's been that long, and I was so young in the game. I didn't make videos, and I didn't know anything about different variants. To be fair, I still don't know that much, but that's why I've got you here. But yeah, Koopa Trooper. Okay, so for all the noobs in the room like me, thank you. Thank you. That's why we need you here. Anyway, we've also got Daisy Circuit T. We've got Daisy Cruiser RT, Daisy Cruiser R. So quite a lot of Daisy Circuit and Daisy Cruiser, which is good to see, as well as Lakeside Park. So I think this is a pretty good start. What are your thoughts here, Flo?
Yeah, I just had a look, since of course we did this video on the weekend, so I have all the data available to see some popular options on these tracks. And yeah, there are some tracks that are harder to cover. For example, Daisy Cruiser T is a difficult one. The most popular option is probably a Shielded Speedster, but this is a level 8 unlock, so you won't have it necessarily available there. That's a good pickup. Then you have Lakeside Park, which we don't know, but which is expected to be good.
For sure.
We have Sydney Sprint 2, which is probably very hard to cover since we haven't seen it for a while. The most popular options that are here in the list, according to the Ticket Time ranking, Capsule Card and Gold Double Decker.
Popular options, right?
Yeah, you will really avoid them.
Okay.
Arguably also a nice buff. And I think the best one is also Daisy's. One of the best ones is Daisy Circuit R.
Right.
Where we also had Gold Trickster, Mark 8R, and the Gold Rambi Rider. So two.
Yeah, that's not great. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that course. That one was terrible because it was in ranked week 2, and it was like you just did not have a card option.
I think it was not in ranked, but it was one of the ACR courses where they just have the full or almost the full top shelf with gold parts.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. That's right there. That is a scam. So avoid that at all costs. Yeah. Just in the interest, let's keep moving on quickly. We probably won't have time to look in depth at every single item, but that's really good insight. Thanks for sharing. Let's move on. And this is the item I'm actually most excited for. We've got the Wavy Great Sale. The Great Sales just bring me back to 2021, I guess, when the Great Sale, I just kept on getting dupes of it, and the tier shop back when, for those who are new players, you might not know, we used to get actually items you could exchange for coins in the tier shop. And so every time the Great Sale would pop out, I would spend the 10,000 coins, I would pick it up. Other people would say, no, don't spend your coins on that, but hey, I liked investing into some of these readily available items. That was my strategy early in the game. And so the Great Sale was one that ended up getting to quite a high level quite easily. And then also we have to mention both the Black Great Sale and the Starry Great Sale. And I went hard into the Starry Great Sale. It fit my coverage really nicely, and that thing carried my account for a good 6 months. So I'm hoping this thing has a nice start. I'm hoping it gets a nice value, probably one that I would probably look to pick up early. But the thing to bear in mind is we don't want to hype gliders too much, because you don't need that many gliders. If you want to hype an item, go get excited, go gamble on a cart, because you're going to get value from that coming back in ranked, especially if it's like a commemorative item or a spotlight item. We covered that in our first Myths of Mario Kart Tour episode, so check that out as well. But yeah, like, I don't want to hype it, but I'm excited for this item. I think it's really cool looking. I love the Great Sales. We've got Blooper Plus as a skill. That's a really good skill to have. It doesn't interfere with Coinbox. It actually adds to, I think, scoring potential for Lucky 7. I don't know the details of that, but I'm thinking there's something around that. Let's take a look at its starting coverage. So we've got Daisy Cruiser, Daisy Cruiser T, Cheap Island RT, Daisy Circuit T, Cooper Trooper Beach 2 RT. This looks very similar. We've got some other Sydney Sprint, Daisy Cruiser R, Daisy Circuit RT, Daisy Cruiser RT, and Daisy Circuit R. Wow. So this is extremely Daisy themed. That looks like quite good value. Is there any courses you wanted to point out there, Flo, from this that are hard to cover ones? Like I say, we probably won't be able to go through in depth, but no, they are actually a little bit easier to cover. Except there was Daisy Circuit RT, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? I can't see the. It's Daisy Circuit RT and Daisy Cruiser RT, both are level 6.
Okay. So a Daisy Cruiser RT, we have no idea. This is probably also one of the more difficult top shelves to get, along with Cooper Trooper Peach 2 RT, which we also don't know. So new tracks are usually good if you're not overlapping with Goldme, which is impossible for Glider, of course. But yeah, so these two, then Daisy Circuit RT is also a little bit harder to cover. The rest, there are some overlaps. For example, Cheap Island RT and Daisy Circuit T are both yellow hardhead balloon tracks.
That's rough. And that's again why I say that, gambling on a glider, it comes out, people go, oh, I love the design, I'm going to gamble on it, but you even have to look, it's already got significant overlaps with, 2 isn't that significant given that it might get 40 plus courses, but still, starting out right now, you are taking a bit of a gamble on its future value. So I think it's really cool. I hope it does well, but, it is a bit of a gamble. Let's move on in the interest of time. So we've got that Flowery Bandwagon, the Tropical Balloons, and the Toadette Me racing suit here for 70 rubies. Everyone, I guess, is going to be picking this up, paying their me tax, as will I. So there we go. Let's get it over and done with. Bite the bullet. I'm really really lacking in the Ruby department right now. All right, I think we're done with the news. Let's go ahead and take a look at the new items. So we've got the drivers. We've got yellow Yoshi with the Yoshi's egg. Cool. All right, I like a Yoshi with a Yoshi's egg. It's quite a nice skill. That's really good. If maybe if he comes up as useful in ranked, he could be a good one to spend your super tickets on. And looking at his starting value here, we've got 2 Lakeside Parks, which is really good to see. Daisy Cruiser, Sydney Sprint T, Daisy Circuit T, as well as Cooper Trooper Beach 2T. So some older courses there as well, but wow, 2 Lakeside Parks, that's really good.
Absolutely.
I kind of skipped on Toadette Me's starting value. So there we go. Just a quick look at that. Good to see, Lakeside Park. Cookie Land's in there. Interesting. Yeah, it's all right. Not crazy. A few old ones. Cheap Lagoon. I will not be interested in going for ACR this store. I love the summer theme, but some of the courses with the summer theme are not good. I don't think we have any other drivers, so we can just move on to karts. And we've got this yellow Turbo Yoshi. So Jump Boost Plus, and it does get Lakeside Park T, which is really good. It's got 2 Daisy circuits there, level 3 and level 6 unlock. Cool. Seems okay. Any thoughts on that one?
Yes, it's okay. Also just had a quick look on the side whether this might be interesting, but it's a little bit harder to say. Cooper Trooper Beach 2T is definitely easy to cover. You also already have 2 super options there. Cheap Island are there, also yellow off-roader, things like that.
I was just thinking it's a real shame. Oh, sorry. Finish your thought.
No, it was already finished. So
okay.
It's a very small card, so you really don't want to overlap it with any coin box at all. And probably not worth investing. Yeah,
I was going to say, it's a shame that the ones that we keep getting recolors of, it's a shame they're not big carts. Imagine if every one of these was large, that would be great. But we keep getting versions of this cart, which is just small, so it's kind of the same story over and over again. The developers don't seem to really care about that. They just want to make sure it's all themed and matching. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of the carts, see, have I missed something there? So we've got the Coral Jet Cruisers in the Spotlight shop there, we can see. Where am I? I'm kind of a bit lost here. Where do the good guy carts end? Oh, here we go. Cool, I found them. So we've got this yellow sub scooter with Slipstream Plus. Looks pretty cool. So it's definitely not gold, it's yellow. You could kind of tell that from the trailer because it had the blue windscreen and the red wheels. That made it quite clear that it had a bit more variety to the color than just gold. There's its starting value there. That's not looking quite as interesting, to be honest. We've got Daisy Cruiser T as a level 6 unlock. Daisy Cruiser RT is there. And as you mentioned, Cooper Trooper Beach 2 RT is maybe a little bit more difficult to cover. But Lakeside Park RT is a level 8 unlock. Yeah, that's fine too, but really not that great starting value, I would say.
Yeah, that's interesting because I just had a look now at the rank or at the summary that we had a look at in the weekend, and it actually is quite decent. So Cheap Lagoon T, it's not super easy to cover. It's okay. Cheap Island R, that's the one we have already seen also for yellow Turbo Yoshi. There's yellow off-roader. There's I think the Combo Cruiser has 2 popular options, but other than that, and those are both older, so it might be a good one if you have missed these 2 options. Sydney Sprint 2T is pretty difficult to cover, and the other 2 tracks are new. That's from the non-unlocks, so I would say it's an okay start.
Okay, cool.
Maybe even above average. It will be interesting to see whether the 2 sub-scooters have a decent hitbox. They look quite wide.
Yeah.
Will be interesting what.
Nice. That's a really good. That was a perfect advertisement for the video we just did. Because like I say, the on the surface something might not look good, but when we actually dig down and have a look at your coverage, it might actually be quite good because there are some hard to cover courses, even though they're older. So really interesting. Let's take a look at this one along the same lines. Actually, I think we already took a look at this one, didn't we? Yeah, cool. Let's move on. We've also got this gold driver. Quite a few older courses here. There is the Lakeside Park T, which is new. Cooper Trooper Beach 2RT there is the level 6 unlock. Daisy Circuit R is the level 8 unlock. Any thoughts on these courses? Doesn't look quite as good. A lot of older courses here.
Yeah, that's definitely one that covers mostly older courses, and unfortunately also not the best ones. But we also see a couple of courses here that we have seen right before. Cheap Cheap Lagoon T, I think, was one of these.
Yep.
Cheap Cheap Island R was definitely one of those, and Sydney Sprint 2T.
Yes.
So you really have to pick either the gold driver or the yellow. So
Yeah.
quite some overlaps from the start. And then, of course, you choose the yellow substitutes.
Yeah. Yeah. There's few things in this game that we would just say, just do this, don't do this. But that's one of them. Don't pick this one. Okay, cool. And that looks like it's it. All right, let's look at the gliders really quickly. Moving right along. Okay, and I think it was, here we go. I don't know what skill this one's going to have or what it's going to be called, so this will be interesting. It's called the Jelly Shoot. That's awesome. I was not expecting that. Jelly Shoot, because I looked at it and I was like, it's definitely supposed to be like a jellyfish. I think they could have done a better job. It doesn't quite look jellyfish-like enough, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, a lot of people like these kind of colors, like the Aurora balloons, you know, Rosalina Aurora, these kind of drivers and items. That's cool. I love the name. Superhorn Plus is not the best glider skill. It's probably one of the worst ones because it does interfere with coin frenzies and coin box frenzies and all sorts of different stuff there. So not the greatest. Looking at its starting value, we've got some Cooper Trooper Beach, we've got some Daisy Circuit, Daisy Cruiser, some Sydney Sprint, Cheap Island RT there for the level 8 unlock. Bit of a mixed bag, I would say. What do you think, Flo?
Yeah, that's actually, again, an interesting one. So now I'm looking in particular from my account. Cooper Trooper Beach 2 was the one track that I still need coverage on. There might be some gliders that picked this one up. This might have been the case, then it's not needed anymore, but otherwise this would be a big gap for me. Daisy Circuit RT is also a gap for me, as already mentioned. Daisy Cruiser RT, we don't know. Sydney Sprint 2T was also difficult to cover. If you mind this courses just a little bit. So I think it's okay. What is really unfortunate is the skill. I don't like these skills that are overlapping on the first place with coin frenzies or coin box frenzies or giant banana frenzies.
It actually interferes with a lot. Like your non-plus skills going for coin frenzies, your coin box drivers, and your giant banana, which is, for me, like the core of the game. Lucky 7 and Boomerang is kind of takes more of a back seat for me, so it's not a great skill. Cool, thanks for the breakdown. That's really cool. I really hope this thing gets some nice buffs this tour. We'll see what happens there. I didn't end up getting the Wiggler parachute in the end last tour, so we'll see how that one gets buffed. Cool. All right, I'll take a quick look at the shop and then we'll get straight into the ranked buffs. I'm keen to take a look. So looking at the shop here, we've got some things in the daily spotlight. Yeah, looks interesting. Lots of summer themed items there. Nothing too crazy. And looking at the Me suit lineup, we do have that Wiggler Me back this tour, along with a whole bunch of other Me's as well. Token shop, just back to kind of the normal, smaller token shop there. Oh, daily selects. I've got another glider ticket. That's 3 in a row. 3 days in a row I've had a glider ticket. So I'm building it back up my gliders, but yeah, I'm going to have to get to a point where I start skipping those if I get too many. Because, yeah, I've got very few coins these days. Okay, so if there's nothing else we need to look at, let's go ahead and take a look at ranked. So we've got the Daisy Cup in week 1. We've got Daisy Cruiser, Sydney Sprint R. Wow, some old courses here. And then we've got Lakeside Park. Really good to have Daisy Cruiser back in ranked. This is cool. Lakeside Park, excited to see what's there. Obviously, light blue Shy Guy Explorer already there in the picture, which is cool. Sydney Sprint R, man, it's been a while, so I'm interested to see what's on that course. White Yoshi, of course, came back a while back, and he was relatively popular around that time. So let's go ahead, take a look at Daisy Cruiser. Okay. Interesting. Well, I have an end game plan for this guy right here. which involves level 8 and quad cap. So that's probably going to happen. But for now, I've also got Giant Banana with White Tanuki. We've got Daisy Tide Dress. So these are the older drivers that were already there. This, I think the original time this course came out, I was using Daisy, Super Daisy. So she's here as well, probably mid-shelf boost, I think. We've also got Yellow Me. That's a good option. Dolphin Me is also there as well. So lots of different options here. But yeah, for now, it's White Tanuki. And looking at the carts, so we've got already a buff for the Wiggler Egg. We've got the White Bruiser. That's quite a popular option there as well. The Jet Cruiser, oldie but a goodie. Well, goodie for some people, I guess. We've got the Flowery Badwagon. And wow, okay, a buff for Boo Pipes. Totally off theme here, so it's interesting to see. It'll be really interesting to see how this item gets buffed because, you know, here's a great example. It's not even on theme, but it gets a buff there. We've got the Blooper Shuttle as well. So some good options here, I would say. White Bruiser, I know you've got that at a high level 2 flow, so you'll be loving that. Then we've got the Wonderful Wings. We've got the Ice Cream Balloons. The Glittering Parasol, we've got the Super 8-bit Super Mushroom, we've got Tropical Balloons. Geez, you've probably got heaps of options here. Wonderful Garnet's big. We've got, a lot of Meta Gliders. I can't name them all, but Wonderful Wings it will be for me now. So I have this beautiful white loadout for Daisy Cruiser. And tell me, Flo, what would your loadout look like here?
I have Daisy Tide Dress, White Bruiser, and then I have 2 options at level 8. Level 8 quad cap, Tropical Balloons, and the 8-bit Super Mushroom. The glider top shelf is really easy on that track. Yeah. So I think the Wonderful Garnet, for example, didn't have this track before, so it got buffed on that one. Yeah. And arguably that's a bad buff because you already good options there. But there might be players which have exactly this one at level 8 or at level 7 and the others only at level 6. Something like that. So that's
a good point.
In general, I would say this is not a good buff.
Yeah, great point. Cool. All right, let's move on. So we've got Sydney Sprint R, an old course. Wow, Tuxedo Mario back in ranked after so long. Wow, when was the last time he was in ranked? That's insane. We've got Blue Cooper Freenet running. I don't even know if he had this course originally. That would be interesting to kind of know. Yeah. He did? Yeah. Okay, cool. And then we've also got, we've got a bunch of me's here. We've also got, wow, Mario Sunshine. So good to see Mario Sunshine in ranked in the Sunshine Tour. That is really cool. Thank you, Nintendo. Keep doing that. We've got Pink Yoshi. Cool to see. Toad Astronaut, another ranked appearance there. We've got King Bob-omb, the original King Bob-omb. We've got White. How the heck do I have White Yoshi at 7 single cat? That's insane. We've also got Cat Toad, who used to be a very meta driver as well. We've got a buff here for Pauline Cowgirl. Probably you could argue this is a bad buff. As you can see, very easy to cover top shelf. You probably have more than one of these drivers at least leveled up. Or if not leveled up, you know, you can easily spend your super tickets there or something like that. But for those who took her to 8 quad caps, they'll be going, what are you talking about, Matt? You know, I've got her at level 8 quad cap, so she's my best item. And of course, that makes sense. For me, White Tuxedo is going to be a great option because it's coin box. And that's the most fun that you can have for me. Okay, looking at the carts. Wow, so Black Shielded Speedster staring me right in the face there, so that's going to definitely be my choice. But just looking across, not a lot of great options, I would say here. We've got the Gold Cupid's Arrow, which is new. Some, you know, the green B-Dasher Mark II. We've got the Royale, a Blue Royale rather, a super option, which it can be useful from time to time, but not a lot of great options. I don't know what you'll be using here, Flo. Would it be the Blue Royale?
I actually have the Cat Cruiser.
Okay.
Cap. Bad investments in the early days. Yeah.
I had to bring it up, didn't I? I had to bring it up. Yeah, no shame.
Yeah.
But
I had a feeling there was something going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like carry some coverage on my free to play account, so I can understand. So we've got the Silver Surfmaster. That's kind of like, it was totally amazing cracked glider back in the time where we had Sydney, lots of variants of Sydney constantly coming back, and this glider had a lot of them. We've also got this one here, which is a great one, the Mushroom Glider. Really, really underrated super glider there. Appears all the time. There it is, the Starry Great Sail. We love to see that. We've also got this gold home field glider. Back when I got this on my free-to-play account, I did not realize it was going to be really useful. I think it was in a gold special pipe or something like that, so it got buffed really well, but I didn't realize it was much better than other gold items, so I never leveled it up, but it was actually really good for a lot of accounts. Got Wicked Topaz, we got the Ship's Wheel. Also this new one, the Rainbow Flappy Wings, got a buff here. That's cool to see, but probably not, you could argue it's not a good buff here either, because there's a lot of items that you could have leveled up. So I'm going to be going with the Silver Surfmaster. That's a pretty cool loadout there. I like the way that looks. And so I'm using 2 white and silver and black options for 2 courses. We'll have to see the third loadout and see if that's similar. What about you, Flo? What will your loadout look like on this course here?
Yeah, I also have Mario Tuxedo, but I'm not sure. I won't pair him with the Cat Cruiser, so I might just go for blue Koopa free running.
Okay.
And then Cat Cruiser, and then I only have to do the Super Glider. So for me, this every glider that got this buff, it was actually a good buff, since I don't have these invested in these old gliders. So this was one of the gaps. Of course, I have the Super option available, but since this was also introduced quite late to the game, a lot of players do not have it at level 7 or 8, but rather 5 or 6, and then you're missing out on some points. So I would need to level it up a bit to get some extra points there.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty similar on my free-to-play account when I take a look at that. I do have Tuxedo leveled up, I think, on that account, which is kind of surprising, but yeah. All right, Lakeside Park, here we go, the brand new course, and what I'll do is I'll load my loadout, and then we'll just go straight in, we'll race it, because I'm keen to check it out. So as mentioned, Light Blue Shy Guy Explorer, another ranked appearance. He has just been an absolute ranked consistently every tour, pretty much in ranked. Very good to see. We've got DK Gladiator, great to see him here. Morton Me, very good, as well as Larry Me. Wow, so these are some great buffs on a pretty tough top shelf here. Ooh, I think you've got Light Blue Shy Guy at level, oh no, did you invest in Larry Me last tour?
Oh, I didn't invest in him last tour. I invested in him 3 tours ago. Or 4 tours ago. Level 8 quad cap, so
amazing.
That's good.
That is amazing. Wow. So you're going to be loving that. That is incredible.
It's just so unfortunate that he's always overlapping with Morton Me Racing Suit. I really wanted to invest into Morton Me Racing Suit also. Giant Banana Driver, and also here Morton Me Racing Suit had really good coverage.
Yeah.
For example, the Snow Lake one or Battle Course one. Yeah. But it's always overlapping with the Me Racing Suit. It's really unfortunate. Yeah,
I've actually invested on DK Me Racing Suit on both of my accounts and Morton Me Racing Suit on my free-to-play account, which was a fun investment to do. We'll see how well that turns out long term, but you know, I think there's maybe we can dive into this in another Myths episode, that Me's are only good for whales and really high spending players. I actually don't think that's the case at all. I think that you don't need that many Me Racing Suits to get quite a significant advantage over normal drivers. So I went in on Morton Me to level 6 and double cap, and I'm using him all the time already on the free-to-play account. But I haven't gone in on him here, and you could see if I had over, say, Light Blue Shy Guy, well, I would be having fun with Giant Banana, firstly, but secondly, I would have a lot more base points for the same tickets that I'd be spending. So you can see why it would make sense, no matter what your account is. If you've got a bunch of Me's, which you probably do at this point, you could be doing well. So Light Blue Shy Guy Explorer it is for me. Whew! And we've got a top shelf with no carts for me. The Rainbow Pipe Buggy, huge buff here. That is amazing. This one here, which I almost bought just as a contingency back in the Mario vs. Luigi tour, which I went for top 100, but I didn't buy it in the end. We've also got the Swift Talon, which I know some people have invested into, but it's a bit more of a niche option, and it's kind of forcing us wow, the blue sub-scooter is actually a viable option here. It'll be interesting to hear from anyone who knows the hitbox size. So if you know how big this, if you've already bought it, you've tried it out, let us know how big it feels to drive, what it feels like, how wide is it, how long is it, how good is it at picking up coins around corners, when you're drifting, all that kind of stuff. Could be an interesting one to get in on because there's not a lot of great options here, but I would certainly say that the Swift Talon and the Rainbow Pipe Buggy, probably Rainbow Pipe Buggy at the top of that list as the best item to get, but I don't know if it will be available in the Spotlight shop, so we'll have to see.
I think it should be.
Yeah.
Available.
All right, cool. So for now, I'm using a second shelf Moo off-roader. Really? Really, guys? Oh my gosh.
There's your Wiggler purchase.
See, this is not what you want because this 8-bit Goomba is like, I wanted this to be great, but it's just been completely dead this whole time. And now it just gets one exclusive buff. It's pretty much would be useless. Even at level 6 and double cap, it would be pretty much useless to my account apart from 1 or 2 courses, and this would be one of those. So that's rough. We've got tropical balloons, we've got the 8-bit block glider, we've got that Wiggler balloon, which would have been possibly one of the better options here. This not having the lava rocks leveled up is really starting to hurt me now. I know a lot of people have invested into that, and I went in on a black star shoot, and when this happens, it's not great. We've also got Fuzzy Kite, so again, I went in on Yellow Hard Hat Balloon. So they do this thing where they kind of go, okay, here are all the most popular options everyone picked. Let's put us all the second tier options that many others picked, but more people picked the other ones. Now, I know that's not true with some items. With the Lava Rocks, that might be more popular than the Black Star Shoot, but it makes it tough. I do not know what I'm going to do there. Maybe there's an unlock of a new glider. Maybe I can pick up. Doesn't look like it. Interesting. Okay. That's a pretty rough loadout. What will your loadout look like here, Flo?
Yeah, actually quite good. Level Racing Suit is level 8 quad. Tropical Balloons level 8 quad. And for the card, I have at least the Silver Warrior Wagon. I might level it up. That's one of the newer options and probably one of the better ones as well.
Yeah.
So
cool, man. Yeah. Nice work.
People get some tickets.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second week of rank. So we've got Daisy Circuit T, Charging Chuck Gold, and Gold Me. So this one is back again. I think this one was already in ranked last time it came around.
It hasn't been.
Oh, it hasn't?
Gold Me should be a second shelf there.
Okay.
It was boosted, but this is the track that we just discussed on the video. So you have Charge and Check Gold there. You have, there it is.
It was on the second shelf. Yeah.
So we have Gold Charge and Chuck there. We have Mario King, and now we additionally have also Gold Me Racing Suit that is me boosted. So that's super easy to cover if you somehow invested in Coinbox drivers. So.
And Wiggler, not a great buff here for Wiggler. It's basically a completely bad buff because, absolutely. I mean, it's the opposite. Like, this is, if you're going to have, like, in theory, Light Blue Shy Guy Explorer could be completely useless for my account, even at 6 double capped. If he got all the wrong buffs, he would be useless. But because he gets all these buffs where he's my only option, he's great. And I could justify leveling him up further if I really wanted to, but I'm not because I don't need to. And I also don't want to. I want to save my resources for other items. So there we go. So Gold Me. Might be time to finally take the red off-roader to level 8. I only haven't done it because I didn't have enough tickets, but we've got enough there. And it's back in ranked. It's a great item. So it could be a good excuse to do that. We've also got Gold Shielded Speeder, Jumbo Jetta, and the Moo Off-Roader, as well as the Gold Pipes, which I bought this as a contingency. We'll see what it got here. Sydney Sprint 2T, Cheap Cheap Island RT, Daisy Circuit T, Lakeside Park RT. I think probably the only one of any use to me here is Lakeside Park RT. But we'll have to check those ones as we go through. Not a great set of buffs. And then we've got the Yellow Hard Hat Balloon, we've got the Black Star Shoot, Smiley Flower Glider, the Thai, what's it called? Thai Parasol, red and gold umbrella, rather. And this Wavy Great Sail, that's nice to see the new one there, and yeah, a bunch of other ones. I guess the Calico Toe Beans probably deserves a mention. But that's my loadout there. What about you, Flo? This is looking a little better for me.
Yeah, it's actually the same loadout for me, and I just have the red off-roader at level 6.
Okay.
Double cap. But the other two are also maxed, so.
Cool. Nice. All right, hopefully you don't end up in my ranked. Oh, wow. This is rough. So we got Daisy Cruiser RT. So this is a new course. We got Poochie here. We got Toad Tourist. We've got the Daisy Me racing suit. Peach Yukata. Wow, this is really rough. Blue Me racing suit. Cheap Me racing suit. Okay, we have to mention the Fish Gang over on the server. Yeah. Well done. You guys are smarter than the rest of us because you invested in cheap Me racing suit. Have your little moment and be happy about it. Right. Let's move on. And then we've got Toadette Sailor. So that's interesting. Again, it's like both for Poochie and Toad Tourist, both have been pretty much completely useless for the account. So it's kind of a bit of a slap in the face because it's almost trying to force you into investing in something that's going to be useless. So to be honest, when I see it top shelf like this, you know what I think? I'm just gonna do the best I can with a level 1 driver, have some fun, and if it means that I end up in 10th place in ranked, so be it. Because the resources I would have to spend to gain back the resources that I would gain from ranked are not worth it. So that's my personal perspective. I know everybody's different. Some people see a top shelf like this. Already you can imagine them posting on the server saying, tell me which item to invest into so that I can win ranked. We don't need to do that every tour. So that's, it's personal decision. But for me, that will be my approach. Probably just, I guess, racing with the Daisy Me. Looking at the carts, it's a little bit better here. So I've got the silver Cupid's Arrow. So this is a nice buff for me. I'm happy with that. Haven't had much value from this cart yet. I only went in on it for top 100 because I needed it for a grand total of 1 course. And so now it covers a couple more, which is nice. So we've got the Silver Cupid's Arrow here. We've got the Tycho Drum Dasher, quite a meta card at the moment, getting some good buffs, appearing quite a lot in ranked as well. And then we've got the Sakura Hot Rod, Coconut One. We've got the Coral Jet Cruiser. We've got that new yellow sub scooter, as well as Pink Speeder and Pink Comet and Pink Speeder. That's cool. And then gliders, we've got the, what was this going called? The Glittering Glider. Haven't done anything with it. Hasn't had any use for my account yet. We'll have to see if it ends up being good for the account or not. Yeah, that's a tough top shelf. Red Emblem, Yoshi's Cookies, and this new Jelly Chute. Interesting set. These checkered gliders and the what were these ones called? The comets. They're almost like the B dashes, the coloured B dashes of yesteryear. So it's interesting to see what they're kind of doing. They're just sneaky. They're just sneaking in there. Okay, so that's my terrible loadout. What will your loadout look like here, Flo?
Even worse. So I'm not sure about my driver. I think I bought Poochie, which was a mistake. But yeah. So I have Poochie. Then I have. I'm not sure if I even own a card, a top shelf one. No.
Not a lot of options. So. Yeah.
So no top shelf card, and then as a top shelf glider, I'm also not sure whether I own one. Can you go to the gliders once again? No. All right.
Oh wow!
So this will be
tough.
This will be some 15k.
Yeah. Hey, I'm willing to grant you a vacation from ranked in week 2. You can go take a nice holiday and not grind. And hopefully it ends up well for you. Hopefully you get a nice matchup.
That would be interesting because Daisy Circuit T is very easy, so you can get 70k scores there.
That's right.
Let's see about the last one now.
All right, here we go. So we got Lakeside Park T. We've got Kangaroo Yoshi showing up there. Brand new course. Here we go. All right, so we've got Larry. Larry, interesting. We've got Yoshi Kangaroo. This is an interesting buff here for Dry Bowser Gold. I don't know the reference. Maybe there's a reference there to an older Mario Kart game. Sometimes they do that. Interesting drivers here. We've got Baby Mario Koala. We've kind of got like an animal theme, I guess. I got Birdo, Larry, Yoshi, Koala, Yellow Yoshi there. Waluigi Vampire. Shout out to Scotland. I'm sure he'll be grinding with Waluigi Vampire. But I guess I'm doing Boomerang. Great. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got Armored Rider back in ranked again with another buff. This is very nice. Wow. Okay. We've got the blue crawly cart, really nice to see there as well. 4 smaller cart options. We've got the Dark Clown. That's actually not a bad super option, having that there, especially if you're using Boomerang or something like that. Tropical Truck, nice to see that there. Chain Chomp, Chariot, Piranha Pipes, nice to see another buff there. Lightning Streamliner, not too difficult to cover, I'd say. This course, there's quite a few options here. Happy with that Armored Rider. Looking at the gliders, this is interesting. So the one I was hoping for to get a buff, the Mario Bros Parafoil, did get a buff here, but it is overlapping with the other one that I was hoping would get more buffs, which is the Gold Hard Hat Balloon. So I guess I'll be sticking with that for now. But we do also have Oil Paper Umbrella, so that's interesting. Easy option to have at a higher level, and nice to have supers back. Seems to be something they do every tour now, which is really nice to see. Also here we've got the wonderful Diamond, again in ranked, very much worth mentioning, always there. And this one here, the 8-bit Super Glider. This thing has been doing really well, getting some great coverage there, so quite nice to see. Again, it will have to be if you've already got these ones leveled up to a high level, so I guess for now I'm using this Gold Hard Hat Balloon. Interesting, kind of weird looking loadout. Not the greatest loadout for week 2, but we'll take it. What will your loadout look like here, Flo?
Yeah, actually, I also don't have a high-level driver once again, so I will probably level up Red Birdo. Red Birdo is not that bad. She actually had some good buffs in the first tour where she covers Peach Circuit, which, yeah, I think she covered the 2 courses where there have been no plus skill options anyway. Since I'm not invested in neither Kangaroo Yoshi and nor Larry Wintertime, sorry.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 best choices, of course, and then otherwise you can pick one of 2 super options, Red Birdo or the new Yellow Yoshi if you win it in the first week. And then I have a maxed blue crawly card, and for gliders, there's this super option. I don't know the name.
Nice. Red, white, and blue. Cool. All right. So that's ranked week 1 and week 2. I'll just have a quick look at the what the prizes are. So here we see the yellow Yoshi and yellow Turbo Yoshi there. So it's glider ticket week. Hopefully I don't have too difficult a ranked week. Oh no! Shout out to Carlos. Hey, that's amazing. What's up, Carlos? You're in my ranked. So, all right, there's definitely going to be a stream this tour. Carlos, hit me up if you want to collab on that. But we need to do a live stream. We need to have a battle. Oh man, I need to figure out what his loadout's going to be like. I guess it's not really fair because it's my main account against his free-to-play account. So unless he has really high, what's that?
I think you should be able to beat his free-to-play account.
You heard it here first, guys. Flo just said that I'm going to beat Carlos in rank this week. We'll see who has a cart. Maybe he goes all in. Maybe this is the week that he's got some tickets and he decides to drop it once he sees this video. But that is amazing. Oh my gosh. All right, just got to share that on the server. We'll see what happens. That's not what you expect. We've got a top 1,000 player there as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the one that's going to cause me issues is this guy named Carlos. So we'll see what happens there. All right. That's funny. I've been playing this game for a while now, and I've watched Carlos basically this whole time. And that's pretty funny to finally get him show up in my rank. So that's cool. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other courses and see what's coming in store. So Koopa Trooper Beach 2 RT, not in ranked, interestingly, but we really want to see what the loadouts are like here. Sunshine Mario on the picture. We love to see that. I love it when they do this thing where they do a bit of a throwback to when the course first came out. What were the drivers that were top shelf on some of the other variants? And they tend to give those ones the buff favoring. So this is really cool. So we've got Sunshine Mario. Looking here, we've got Poochie, we've got Wiggler, we've got Petey Piranha Me Racing Suit. What is up? We've got the DK Me Racing Suit. Very cool to see that. Whole bunch of other Me Racing Suits here, including the Larry Me Racing Suit. Wow, you'll be stoked with that. I wonder if that's an actual buff here.
Yeah, please look this up, because that's not.
It's not. It might be a boost.
You got Cheap Lagoon T. Can you scroll up, please, again? That's
Cheap
amazing.
Lagoon
That's
T.
the one with the big firing. That's the one with the big firing.
Nice.
So finally driver for that one.
Oh, that's awesome. That is a great buff. Very cool. Nice pickup. And so we've got a few more Miis. I think this is one of the... it's the Mii Cup, so they'll be double boosters, so everything will show up on the top shelf.
So, yeah.
Poor Mario Sunshine, buried in here with all of these Miis. But he deserves the shout out. He deserves the love. We've got Cat Mario. Yeah, just it's Mii Town. So something like... I wonder if any of these actually got it as a natural buff. I'm not going to go through, so... yeah, it's going to be too hard to figure that out. Definitely not here. Yeah, so again, that's a mid-shelf buff. So it'll be interesting to see what item actually got that as an actual buff. I'm just going to check one more because I'm keen to see if any of my high-level drivers did. No. Okay, so it might be just a situation where only a couple items got it and a couple of random Miis, and maybe not the ones with the plus skills. But yeah, so Petey Piranha Me for me there today. And then I've got, the Holiday King. Does that mean they're already getting ready for Christmas? So it just gets buffed till Christmas now? I don't know. So we've got lots of options here. Again, the blue crawly, so you'd be stoked on that. This is another amazing buff for this cart. Might be worth me starting to take a look at that more seriously now. We've got the Rainbow Streetle, that new yellow submarine one, the Pink Comet. Again, Rainbow Pipe Buggy. Wow. It just gets...
At some point, it's really weird what they are doing.
It's crazy. It's just... They're treating it like an off-roader, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've stuck with a level 5 cart for now. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't see the green emblem for a second there. So I thought it was Gold Hard Hat Balloon, but we've got the green emblem, so I'm stoked on that. That's really good to see. Nice, efficient buff. Really good for ACR. Yeah, again, some overlaps there with that. This one here is, Wavy Great Sail might not be great. Yeah, so that's my loadout. That looks so funny. All this green. Cool. So there we go. What will your loadout look like here?
Yeah, I'm not sure about the regular driver option in this particular course. It's Larry Me Racing Suit maxed. Then we have Blue Crawley card, which is maxed.
Yep.
And then for gliders, I'm not sure if I even own a single one. I definitely want to pick up the green emblem when it's coming back. So far, I think I have no option.
And again, that flipping Festive Holly we missed out on.
Yeah, also still strong from my account, but yeah, probably no chance to get it. And then when it will be back, then it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah. They'll bring it back and then kill it. Okay, so there we go. Koopa Droopa Beach 2 RT. That's nice to see. We've got Cheap Island. Balloon Battle for Cookie Land. We've got Daisy Hills back, Sydney Sprint 2T. It's been a long time since seeing some of these courses, so I don't even know what some of these top shelves look like. But just interesting to kind of peruse that for a second there. Okay, some interesting items here. Just taking a quick look.
Terrible.
Yeah, lots of ugly items. Daisy Circuit there. We've got... I like having Cheap Island back. That I think the first time I went for top 1000, that one was quite prevalent. Cheap Lagoon, as mentioned before. Daisy
should we have a look whether on Cheap Lagoon there's any?
Yeah, why not?
Skill driver.
Why not? So we've got Poochie, Pink Me Racing Suit, and that's it. Oh, Dolphin Me is new there, I think. I don't think that was there last time.
Dolphin Me was already there, but
okay.
Into this one as well. All right, so Poochie got a plus
Poochie actually got a pretty good buff there. If you care about Cheap, do you know what? That could actually make Cheap Lagoon fun because you're just trying to like Lucky 7 everyone into oblivion. So yeah, I mean, if you can justify leveling him up, this is one of my favorite top shelf carts because it's a tough top shelf to cover, and I've got the Sunny Surf Sailor. So it's a really good usage of that cart there. Lots of small carts here. Not that difficult to cover and really not that interesting. And then we've got, okay, this top shelf just gets insane. So we've got the green emblem and the 8-bit 1-up mushroom. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, I mean, we won't spend too much time on it because it's not that interesting, but it could be interesting for ACR players. And that's all we can see for now. So I guess that's pretty much it. Thoughts on the tour so far, Flo? Oh, we didn't race Lakeside Park, did we? So we need to go back and do that. Let's
I also thought whether I should interrupt you, but we're already discussing the next course. So
all right, let's do it. Fine. Lakeside Park. Let's see what's there. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sorry if the video quality is a bit lagging. It looks like it's lagging on my end, so I'll have to work out what's going on there. Been having some technical issues, so apologies for that. All right, let's go have a look. This looks cool. I love the lighting. It already is really vibrant, nice warm colors. All right. Wiggler Me, man. I really want to invest into Wiggler Me because I missed out on Morton Me on my main account. So I'd be really keen to invest into Morton Me. So they got to give me an excuse. Got to give me an excuse. I want giant banana me's on my account.
So wait, Wiggler Me has this curse as well? I didn't see this.
I think he's he's just one of the bots here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So it'd be second shelf, I guess. No, I was just wanting, like, if he had gotten buffed on this course, it could be a good excuse. I actually didn't see any decent buffs for Wiggler Me, so I need to take a look back at that. For those who don't know, we've got the ticket time rankings, which will be coming out very shortly. So, Flo, I'm sure you'll have a plan to work on that in the next couple of days or so. And yeah, great opportunity to see what kind of is good for your account this tour. Oh, I like these geyser things in the road. That's cool. That makes it interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, when ticket time comes, we'll be able to see what really got the good buffs that is moving through the rankings. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Link to this to ticket time in the Discord server is in the description down below. So if you're watching this a couple of days after the tour's already started, you should be able to click the link for ticket time straight away. But if not, just join us on Discord and you'll get a notification when that's been updated. Cool. It's not a long course, but I really like it. It seems much more interesting than Riverside Park, but quite similar in that regard. Maybe a little bit longer, but certainly not a long course. So I don't think this is like a 200 action count type track. I would say this is more of like a, like a 160 type course, depending on which skill you're grinding with, of course. We'll have to see, because you'll be boomboxing that one, right, Flo?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on boomboxing that one?
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. Good luck. Have fun with that. Have fun with this game.
but yeah, it's okay. I think for Giant Banana, it's also quite. It's okay. It would probably score equally well. Like, yeah, some boomboxing that is not brought to the very end. Let's put it that way. And,
yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
This one will be interesting.
Yeah, let's check this one out.
That's great. That looks with all the coins on the ramps. That's
yes.
Great for boombox.
Let's suck up all those coins with the boomerang.
Unfortunately, that's not the permanent buff.
No.
Neither Pete, not Larry. Otherwise, they would be the obvious choice for this track.
I miss this music and this course. It's a really fun course, Koopa Troopa Beach. So, yeah. I don't... Oh, actually, now I am remembering Koopa Troopa Beach 2. Yes. Mm-hmm. It was just a bit more, like, had a few more tricks and things than Koopa Troopa Beach 1, right? Just slightly more interesting.
It depends on the version. because the N and R version, they are really plain and there's not that much going on at
Okay.
all. But the T versions are then a little bit wild, so you go really across the beach, left and right, and having some jumps here and there.
Yes. Hey, I mean, it's interesting enough. It's not that exciting, to be honest. Oh, here we go. Clicked up all those coins. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's an amazing spot, even just for a single boomerang. That's a lot of actions you can grab there. But yeah, the rest of the course is a bit bland. It feels more like one of the older courses where you're grinding out mini turbos constantly to keep your combo, and of course grinding out the bots too to make sure you keep your combo. Cool. Yeah. Interesting enough. Fun for ACR. It's nice to play a old course but a new variant, so it keeps it fresh, but it also brings back all that nostalgia as well. Cool. All right, we've only got 2 more things to do before we wrap out the video. So firstly, we want to go jump over to our Discord and shout out our Action Count champion from last tour. I've set up, for those who missed it, I've set up a new role in the server for those who have historically won the Action Count Champion competition in our server. So these alumni get what's it called? The role. I don't know if it's going to show up here. It might not if no one's online. But there's a role basically for that. They'll show up when they're online. So make sure to post your best runs in our race highlights channel and you can get a shout out. Sometimes we do some special rewards as well. And of course you get a permanent role and memory of you in the server of the run that you've gotten. But the specific run that I want to shout out, I think I had it loaded, but it looks like it's scrolled all the way. So I'm going to scroll back up. A lot of people went for ACR last tour. So well done to you, Flo, for going for top 100, as well as Tyler, who put in a big run. I think you have to remind me of the other people who went for it as well. There was quite a lot of people who went for top 100 last tour. Do you remember who else went this past tour?
Yeah, for example, G went to went for 100 last tour, which I just found out yesterday. Then, yeah, for example, Ronnie also went for top 100.
Yes, and
this one.
yeah, and so this is the so Ronnie Cash is going to be, or P. Ronna is going to be our Action Count champion from the Pipe Tour. He had this amazing race here, 76.3k on I think it's Piranha Plant Pipeline RT. Is that right?
Exactly.
In ranked week 2, 235 actions, and he got the privilege of winning the world record for a couple of days, or it might have been a couple of hours. But regardless, it was one day. But regardless, you are an Action Count champion. There was lots of amazing runs, so it was really hard to pick someone. So shout out to everyone who got some great runs last tour. But P. Ronna, you are our Action Count champion from last tour. So well done, man. And make sure to enter this tour, guys, your best runs. Share it. We'll encourage you to cheer you on for the best runs that you get. And that's what the community is all about. So let's go ahead and look at some data mining before we finish. So if you don't want to see data mining, feel free to skip. This should just tell us what's coming in a Spotlight Week 2 or anything else like that. So what do we got here? Okay, it just looks like we've got unlocked cups. I won't spend too much time on that, but we can see Lakeside Park R, we have Daisy Farmer, everybody's favorite character and favorite driver. So I hope Daisy Farmer can appear in everybody's pipes this tour. No, I'm just kidding. Take that back. We've also got, City Sprint, Cooper Trooper Beach 2R, Daisy Hills there. Just a lot of different variants from the courses that we're already aware of. See if there's anything interesting. Okay, so Lakeside Park RT, we can see Wiggler Me there, so we love to see that. Could be back in ranked at any point, and so that's a great buff there for the Wiggler Me. It's exactly what I want to see. We'll just have to see what else got buffed on that course, of course, as well. What else? Daisy Cruiser RT there with Poochie on it again. Yep. Not really too much else to point out here, but cool. All right, there it is. I was actually secretly hoping that LAKESIDE Party Time showed up and ranked again in DZ Cruiser RT, because I randomly pulled him in my all clear pipe and got him to level 7. So I was hoping that he showed up and was useful and ranked, but hey, at least he's there in ACR. So there we go. Cool. All right. Well, Flo, what do you want to say to our friends and our fans before we finish the video out?
Yeah, so there will be one change to ticket time. I actually had a look at the weights last tour as well a little bit, and I will break it down in more detail on Discord. But the general takeaway is that the city courses and also the old retro courses are appearing, really at least once a year, and usually twice a year, or 1 to 2 times in case of city courses. So city courses like 1.5 times, old retros like 2 times, and the new retros, since we have so many courses available, they do not come back that regularly. So it's only 3, maybe 4 times a year. So this will also then change the course weights a bit. That will be integrated, but as I mentioned, I will also break it down on Discord and on the Ticket Time website.
Fantastic. We love what you're doing with Ticket Time, so keep it coming. We love to see it. And guys, I hope you really enjoyed this tour. Let us know down in the comments below what you thought of this video, and also what you think of the tour. Give us your best rating, how you enjoying, what are you most excited to play this tour. But it looks like a bunch of fun items, a bunch of fun courses. Hopefully your ranked loadouts are better than mine and you can laugh at me, but otherwise we hope you enjoy the tour. Let us know in the comments down below what you think, and enjoy the tour. We'll see you with the next video. See ya. Bye bye.
Bye.